Out of all the alternate special editions to the Star Wars franchise, I think Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of Clones suffers the least amount out of all of them for the alternate special edition in the original trilogy and also the prequel trilogy that's in. That doesn't make it good though. Now, personally, I love the original unaltered trilogy of the original trilogy, and the last two of the prequel trilogy unaltered cuts that never got released of those films, of the Star Wars films. I'm really liking a lot. Uh, my problem is it was the alternate cut of this movie. Is the same problem I have with others, the other versions of the film is that a bunch of scenes are jumble around. Much of stuff is missing from the other cut of the film that was the theatrical cut, original cut of the movie. In some places, so Power Story is missing in some places, and so each and other scenes got shuffled around for the release of the release got released to home video and DVD. So what's the plot? Anakin falls in love with his ex sister figure, and now wants to be soulmates with her. Because he realizes how attractive she is, and ends up falling in love with her. She ends up falling in love with him because his awkwardness and quirks and his behavior and the fact he's in pain is so emotionally. And Obi-Wan big constantly has to remind him that Jedi's cannot have love relationships because it's against the Jedi code basically for some reason, because it can possibly lead to dark side stuff. We're in Count Dooku makes his debut appearance in this, and he kicks Obi-Wan's and Anakin's ass, and then Yoda kicks his ass in a lightsaber fight, and it's pretty cool. And Count Dooku gets away after sneaking away from Yoda after Yoda pins him down. Almost, I guess. It's kind of forgetful. Yeah. The cuts of the film, the alternate cuts, are kind of forgetful as a whole. So, yeah. So, it ends with a cliffhanger that what's going to come, that Palpatine's going to basically show his true colors and stop pretending to play a good guy and as the emperor that has ruled the galaxy. Basically, at this point, through politics and stuff, he's ruling the galaxy. It's basically he's going to show his real self in the original trilogy, and Anakin's going to, and this almost also hint that Anakin's going to return, which we see pay off in the third installment. And he gets married, I guess, to Padme. Because they're wedding and they're the two bride and husband at the wedding, and only them. So they get married on this island that's pretty much abandoned, and it ends on that note. I give this kind of film a 0 out of 10 because again, there's lots of stuff missing to make a coherent narrative, and also lots of character development missing, and not only that, but a bunch of scenes got shuffled around. Scenes got shuffled in later in the film, and other scenes got shuffled early in the film. So, which just kind of creates confusion for me. And other scenes got added in the film, but to make the action more cartoony and slapstick instead of more realistic and like more seriously like Star Wars, like you want to expect to Star Wars space opera to be about. Was that kind of so? Yeah, it's like that. And now I'm going to talk about The Empire Strikes Back. It's the same problem. When I say pretty problem, it's the same exact problem. So, but you know how Star Wars Episode 2 was stuff for the least amount and had the least amount of changes? Was the prequel trilogy, out of the prequel trilogy, Star Wars 2 had the least amount of changes in the alternate cut? Well, this is the same thing of the case, of the outcome, that this suffers for the original trilogy the least amount of changes. Not to mention unnecessary changes, and it's just stupid changes as they are. But there's still some changes. Doesn't mean give them a good and I give Empire Strike Back 0 out of 10 because of it. Now I'm going to talk about the story. The story is, well, Luke is on this planet, getting about to get eaten. Then he saves his own ass with the Force and summons the lightsaber. Meets up back with Princess Leia and Han. Eventually, then they have to separate again. Then they have to get together again because MacGuffin of Han's life at stake by the hands of Vader. So Luke has to quit his Jedi training and becoming a full-fledged Jedi with Yoda to save his best friend. He ends up being too late to save his best friend because his best friend's already been turned to the stone. Literally. And so he basically did it for nothing, basically. And they Leia and Han confess their loves to each other and say goodbyes. And Luke decides to take matters in his own hands, take it personal to face off against Vader, and finds out that Vader is his biological father by Vader telling him that. And he has a bit of a freak out, then after losing his hand, then falls to his doom because he refuses to join his father, and then somehow Leia catches him with the spaceship called the one that Han drives, fuck. Anyways, we have Leia, uh, uh, Luke flirt more throughout the free act structure of this movie, just like the previous title, A New Hope. Also titled Star Wars originally. Then got changed to Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. To fit in the timeline that Lucas wanted to create for the prequel trilogy. So, yeah. So, anyway, Luke finds out that Han's dead when he gets a new hand that looks like human, made out of human, that looks like it's covered in human flesh, even though it's robot hand being programmed to work as human. And he doesn't have that hand anymore. He just has a regular robot hand that's covered in a glove. And the next installment after that, so a bit of a continuity error to retcon this one. And yes, it does stand out like a sore thumb, that change from this one in between that, the one called Return of the Jedi, which is the final installment in the original trilogy. So yeah, that's why I'm giving this a 0 out of 10. Those reasons I listed before, basically, again, I feel like there's a major story we're missing. because there is, because things got removed, things got added, things got shuffled around, so it creates more of a mess than a coherent story, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Star Wars movies, Attack of the Clones and The Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, I give these a 0 out of 10 by.